Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Vicky Fardillah. I'm from the last group, and I'm also the last speaker of this group. I want to continue about the topic before about the validity that have been explained by Dadan, and I will continue. Okay, the next point is the criterion related validity. Okay, for this time we still discuss about the validity. Now is the criterion related validity. The extent to which the objective of the test have been measured or assessed. For instance, if you are assessing reading skills such as scanning and skimming information, how are the exercises designed to test these objectives? So, in this other world, the test is valid if the objective taught are the objective test and the item are actually testing these objects. The next is construct validity. A construct is an explanation or theory that attempts to explain observed phenomena. The explanation or theory that will give the observed phenomena that will be discussed. If you are testing vocabulary and the lexical objective is to use the lexical item for communication, writing the definition of the test will not match with the construct of communicative language used. And then consequential validity. Consequential validity. The first point is accuracy. Accuracy in measuring intended criteria. Accuracy in measuring intended criteria, it means there should be a balanced measuring about the criteria that will combined. And then the next point, its impact on the preparation of test takers and its effect on the learner. So the consequential validity will be effect for the learner that using this research. Social consequences of a test interpretation. Exit exam for pre-basic student at El Colegio, the college board. So this is the face validity. Face validity refers to the degree to which a test looks right and appears to measure the knowledge or ability it claims to measure. The point that discussed on face validity is a well-constructed, expected format with a familiar task, and a task that is clearly doubly within the allowed time limit. Directions are crystal clear. Tasks that relate to the course or the content validity. A difficulty level that presents a reasonable challenge. The next is authenticity. Authenticity will discuss the language in the text is natural, is possible. It's called authenticity. And then item are contextualize rather than isolated. Topics are relevant and meaningful for learners. Some thematic organizations to item is provided. Thus represent or closely approximate real-world task. And then we will discuss about washback. Washback refer to the effect the test have on instruction in terms of how students prepare for the test. It's called cram. Course and teaching to the test are the example of such washback. In some case, the student may learn when working on a test or assessment. Washback can be positive or negative. Washback can be positive or negative. For example, the effect from the research can be positive to the researchers or maybe not to the researcher. Authentic assessment. Authentic assessment, performance assessment, any form of assessment in which the student construct a response orally or in writing. It requires the learner to accomplish a complex and significant task while bringing to bear prior knowledge, recent learning, and relevant skill to solve realistic or authentic problems. That's the explanation, authentic assessment. And then the example of authentic assessment: portfolio assessment, student self-assessment, peer assessment, student-teacher conference, oral interviews, writing sample, projects or exhibition, experiments or demonstration. And then the characteristics of performance assessment: constructive response, higher order thinking, authenticity, integrative, process and product, depth versus breadth. So I think that's all about my explanation of validity, authenticity, washback. I hope you can got my point, and I hope you can understand with this explanation. I hope that so meaningful for you guys, and I'm sorry about all the mistakes for me. And then yeah, thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.